Narayana. Welcome, salutations, all dear wonderful, the 11 qualified individuals of Viragitva, of Lokaseva, Dharma Sthapana, of the Shishyatva, Bhaktatva, Shrotrutva, Jignasutva, Mumukshutva, and in total sadhaka with full utsaha and readiness for hard work. May we all, like every day, remember silently, extend gratitude wholeheartedly, pray ardently to all these six sources of blessings. Parabrahma, may he reveal the experience to us. Ishvara, may he bless us in removing the curtains. Mother Adi Parashakti, to provide us with all positive powers, strengths, energies. All Adhisthana Devatas, to empower our faculties. Gurus, Guru Tattva, Guru Parampara, Acharyas, to take us into confidence and teach us. And here we have to recognize our responsibility of receiving those blessings, guidance. Last but not the least, the Shruti Mata in the form of Shruti Smriti Purana Itihasa to bless us with continuous information, inspiration. Before we study today, our Shwethashwathara Upanishadic quotations have been seen to inspire us, to inform us, to strongly tell us that only it is through the Upanishad Adhyanam, the theme of which is Brahma Vidya, and only through the gaining of that Brahma Vidya, that the Avidya Janita, entire samsara goes away. That to prove these points, so many references were given. We have spent good amount of 4, 5, 6 days for it. Today we will be seeing continuation of that, where Srimad Bhagavad Gita and other Shastras references quotes are given to emphasize the same thing, to drive that most important thing into our hearts. Before we do that, before we do our Sankalpa and Prarthana, like every day, 2 3 minutes. Today's thought is key in the life to do anything, to achieve anything. It is always difficult and tough. We have to sacrifice a lot, work a lot. When that doing and achieving is for evolution, then the difficulty becomes little more. And that evolution, when it is spiritual, it is much more tougher and tougher. So it is a long, steady, slow process. We have to accept it. First point. Second is, as soon as possible, when we become clear of what we want to achieve, the spiritual evolution, as soon as possible, when we know what qualifications are required, as soon as possible, after knowing in what way the things or sadhanas have to be done, after this, we have to come to the third level of third thing, working on it. We have to learn the art of working on our sadhanas. And what's more required for it is first to select a few of the important sadhanas which are in line with our ultimate goal. Then those sadhanas need all those three things, na? Efforts, sacrifices, and time. And effort to do that particular sadhana, and in the part of effort is that sacrifice, and every sadhana requires that particular time. Like if you have to do the 5 malas of japa, Om, Om, Om. So for each mala, 3.5 to 4 minutes. So 5 mala, 20 minutes. If I don't give that time, and that also specific time, then throughout life I'll be imagining to do sadhana. I can never do it. Therefore, having decided the spiritual ultimate goal as the goal, having knowing these hundreds of sadhanas for it, one by one we have to conquer hundreds of sadhanas. When we say it is again and again studying the scriptures till the conviction becomes stronger, again till the understanding about the self or the Paramatma becomes perfect. Same way, our upadhis level. Remember how much our knowledge we may have. It will come, it will grow when we regularly listen, study. But then, how much ever that knowledge is there, still, how much we have cleared off our accounts and mastered our equipments, that alone decides our conversion of that theoretical knowledge through practice sadhana into experience. In this regard, nobody is spared. Of course, we may pray to God and Guru, but their grace comes only in the form of, again, guidance regarding what exactly to do. Doing is to be done by us only. So, therefore, those timings, let us say morning 1.5 hour, evening little again 1 hour, time mila to afternoon 1 hour. In that way, we have to stipulate the time for it, and that time should never be compromised or given for anything else. No? At one certain age, our desires for the outer world become problems. Also, our obligations, involvements in the world become obstacles. Even though we find disinterestedness in them, such a great achievement it is, yet our habits, you know, our regular ways of life, they distract us more. So those things we should be able to say no. Like for example, if I have decided morning 5 to 6, I have to do sadhana, a good decision. But our oversleeping habit, it will disturb us. Our late sleeping habit that disturbs us. Our heavy eating at night disturbs us. So too, our fighting with someone quarreling before night won't give us sufficient sleep, therefore we cannot get up. These are small little things, but their negative effect is so much on our that sadhana which we have decided to do of that 1 hour, whatever it is. So we have to become mindful of that. People, whether they are highly spiritual or not, okay. But when they have followed these type of disciplines in their own worldly mundane goals, they have achieved great things. है ना? एबिलिटीज टैलेंट्स होना अलग है, उसको आप यूज करो वर्ल्ड और स्पिरिचुअलिटी में, विल सक्सीड बोथ प्लेसेस. So these are small little looking disciplines we have to be very mindful of. In the same way, if that 1 hour, whatever sadhana I have taken up, we have to properly calculate कि वो घंटे में वो कर सकते हैं या सवा घंटा चाहिए या 1 घंटा 20 मिनट, then that time has to be given. घंटा ही दे सकते हो तो उसमें कितना साधना कर सकते हैं, that much we have to add. 3 hours of sadhana trying to do in 1 hour, it can't happen. 1 hour you are able to do 1 hour only. But giving that 1 hour, that 2 hour at that time to do only that sadhana is the beauty of life. Great achievement if somebody is able to do. It can be japa. Okay, you do that. That only will guide you later on. It can be no morning 1 hour. I will study the Upanishad. Wow, wonderful. or I will do my stotra patanam bhajana. Oh, very good. Or this 1 hour I do my upasana, isn't it? Or two or three things put together. So in this way, conquering time in the time exactly doing what we have chosen to, which is a part of total sadhana, that we have to master. Once we do that, then we get confidence and we also will know. But that is not enough. Then another hour we give in the daytime, another hour in the evening, another half an hour or so at night. Somehow जैसे कहते हैं कि नहीं, अपना भोजन का समय, अपना निद्रा का समय, अपना वृत्ति का समय निकाल के रखना है. You can't, go on be irregular in food because of other obligations. So to nidra, they are so essential to be tended to. In the vritti aspect, for you and I, once we have decided to be spiritual seekers, our vritti should be spiritual only now. Okay. Now, one more last thing today we discuss is what? Once this spiritual goal is discussed and decided, anything which is opposite to it, which is of no use for this purpose, we should have the art of recognizing them and reducing them. One of the important thing is what? The feeling of the right and the need and effort for information. You know, so much of the information gathering we keep on doing. Be careful about it. Not knowing that information becomes vasana and creates a desire, or at least comes as smruti memory and disturbs our spiritual mind. तो एक बार आध्यात्मिक बन गए to protect our inner equipment. So we should have the art of minimizing our even gathering information. This is the simplest but most important discussion. You know, minimize the information because that takes the position of our heart and mind, and only those thoughts keep on coming. And we are surprised. I'm such a good seeker. I want to know the truth. I have no doubt at all in that. But still, why my mind is so much disturbed? And bhaiya, you are exposing it to those things which will naturally disturb the mind, which has nothing to do with your conviction of the goal. You may be convinced, very good idea. You want to do, that is also very good. You are sparing the time, no, ये भी महान है. But all these three are other than exactly doing what is to be done. When it comes to doing, we do it with our antakarana. But that is already on the pretext of information or anything, is filled with so many things. And mind is so sensitive. And all those information gathered, repressions, oppressions, they surface only when we sit for meditation, not other time. Because other time we are preoccupied in something, so those never come out. अब जब माइंड मेडिटेशन में हम दूसरा काम और कुछ विचार नहीं कर रहे हैं, इनिशिएटिव नहीं ले रहे हैं, so at that time all these inner gathered impressions find a freedom opportunity to express. That time we feel so much disturbed in our mind. है कि नहीं? Therefore, only the information regarding Paramatma. More and more. And more and more about that. So that only those thoughts remain in us. You know? Like yesterday evening we have done Shivananda Lahari class. After that, before we sleep, if we have chanted those 2, 3 shlokas of Lord Shiva's, we have studied. है ना किम ब्रूमस्तव साहसम पशुपते कस्यास्ति धैर्यम भवत or that shloka we have not seen the earlier ones. वस्त्रोद्धूतनविधौ सहस्रकरता पुष्पार्चने विष्णुता गंधे गंधवहान्नाचने बहिर्मुहाद्यक्षता that shloka. Or Tvatpadambujamarchayami satatam Tvam Chintayamyamyaham Tvamisham Sharanam Vrajami Manasa Tvameva Yache Vivo Vikshame Disachakshashim Sakarunam Divyaistiram Prarthitam Shambho Lokaguro Madiya Manasaha Saukhyopadesham Guru. So 4, 5, 6 times we chanted that slokas, meditated. So we have filled our heart with that. So सुबह उठते ही that mantra only we remember, isn't it? But let us say after the class, then so many other informations we have put in our mind, Manu. जब का तब का ही, जिस दिन का उसी दिन. So that suppresses this studied or listened great stotra of Shivananda Lari. Therefore, those only will be getting as the dream also. सुबह वे वही वृत्तियां आएंगे. So we only, that is how, on the name of information or involvement or importance, involved in so many things, because of which our equipment is always with other information and lot of jajjalata. So very very essential hai, we have to know. But other than that, I don't know, I don't want to know. I have to protect my mana buddhi, and in that, with effort, without effort, always Lord divinity related thoughts alone should come. Only then I can go deeper and deeper in the meditation or in any of those sadhana. अब बैठा हूँ पूजा में, but mind is not at all there on the Lord whom I am worshipping. Mind is not at all there on the steps that have to be followed. फिर how can we enjoy it? How can we call it as doing? And how can we expect the phala to be given by the God? That 15 मिनट में कितने thoughts आते हैं हमको 20 मिनट में. Why? Most of them are unnecessary gathered information. Then some reactions on those informations gathered within us. And sometimes some emotions are attached. Somehow that thing is given reality value, importance. Then once you give something as real and important value, it will stay in the mind. Na? Once it is there in the mind, it will repeatedly come and will not allow us to do what we want to do. So, two aspects which we have discussed today are: once goal means are clear, to follow those means or sadhanas, that particular timings we have to give exclusively. Without giving time, we cannot do. Second is, when we have decided to do that, why we are not able to do effectively at that particular sadhana is obviously so many distracting thoughts. Why do they have come there or coming there is on the name of right of information, etc., etc., etc. We have given undue value to those things. तो एक बार स्पिरिचुअल बनने के बाद मन बुद्धि के रक्षा के लिए so many things we should learn the art of saying no. Otherwise, we can't enjoy our sadhana of quietening the equipments and applying them in the chosen goal of, let us say, Navada Bhakti kaho, या अष्टांग योग कहो, और त्रयोदश sadhanas of Vedanta, the 13 sadhanas. Viveka, Vairagya, Shamadama, Paramati, Diksha, Shraddha, Samadhanam, Mukshutvam. They are 9. Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasram. They are 12. 3. Last one is Anumoti. No. So we are ourselves enemies to our own sadhana because of first non-information, and another thing we'll add today, third one also. Key, we are not stern and strict with ourselves. We have to be stern and strict with ourselves. Like we have to be strict with children, we have to be strict with our servants or the subordinates. नहीं तो काम नहीं करेंगे, सर पे चढ़ेंगे, हमको भी काम नहीं करने देते. We have to strict. Just shut up. Come on, time. Do that work. Don't make noise. In the same way, we have to be strict with ourselves regarding our sadhanas. Again, that confidence from within and that what you call the strength from within to be strict. Like a health seeking person, very strict regarding his diet and all. Okay, नहीं खाऊंगा मुझे बस. I have to have my health first. Others, those who compromise, they want the health, but they do everything which spoils the health because they are not strict with themselves. We have to be strict with our own selves, which we really miss or lack. We are sympathetical towards ourselves. We go on justifying, we go on having that आशा कि और थोड़ा और थोड़ा और थोड़ा अब गया जिंदगी पूरा उसमें. You have to be strict. No means no. Yes means yes. What is to be avoided? No for that. That's it. And what is to be done? Yes for that. And that's it. We have to be strict with ourselves. लाइक योगासन करना चाहते हैं 20 मिनट स्ट्रिक्ट रहो फिर करो हर दिन थोड़ा वॉकिंग करना चाहते हैं यू डू प्राणायाम करना है इफ यू नॉट स्ट्रिक्ट विद आवर सेल्स देन कैसा होगा काम that strictness with ourselves also if it is not there cause of inability to do the sadhanas शक्ति करने अपने आप टीवी बंद करना है तो करना है बस फिनिश it is self like we have to be sakti with others ourselves also we have to basically ourselves mean our own minds wanderings demands etc उसको चुप करना ही पड़ता है ना रात को 9 बजे 9:30 सडनली माइंड से चलो ये खाएंगे वो खाएंगे बट एज पर द रूल व्हाट इज ईटन बाय 7-7:30 हुआ टिल नेक्स्ट डे 11-12 कुछ नहीं खाना यू आर नॉट स्ट्रिक्ट वी टेक अवर सेल्फ फॉर ग्रांटेड देन यू आर इन द किचन इन द फ्रिज ओनली आप देखो काय का लाइफ है वो इन द सेम वे बिफोर स्लीप 5 minutes नाम स्मरण भगवान आई हैव टू डू कर लिया अब करो नियम से उसको वी हैव टू स्ट्रिक्ट विथ आवरसेल्व्स so strict with ourselves avoiding the things which we involve in on the name of information etc then giving that a due time at the due time to do the due chosen sadhanas. These are the three essential things if we really want to taste the doing of spirituality, if we want to taste the result of that beautiful doing. Else it will be a dream only spirituality, slowly, steadily. So convenient, easy it is to give it up, and so easy, effortless in today's world to adapt to the worldliness. Even if worldliness is not there in us, we can adapt to our laziness and sleepiness, etc. अब देखो जिंदगी के हर पल को तबाह करने के लिए you need not have the big destructive things. First, get habituated to TV, get habituated to cell phone, get habituated to the sleep, get habituated to graze something like buffalo all the time, get habituated to contact 5 people per day, thrice a day. सत्यानाश बड़ा चीज नहीं चाहिए हमको हमारी लाइफ को पूरा वेस्ट करने के लिए we need one or two nonsense enough, and we have many. Self sufficient and genius in discovering more and more such things. So, today's first thought was to achieve anything when we have to do, doing is very difficult. And that achieving is when is evolution, the doings are much difficult. And if that evolution is spiritual, we can't avoid hard works and all. So, in that, these three things. Goal and known means known, then those sadhanas के लिए specific hours we have to give, that's it. Second is what disturbs us even though we are able to manage ourselves to do sadhana at that time is our importance given to so many things. अब सीखना चाहिए हमको, वो सब छोड़ना है ना, which is appears to be difficult for the people who are in the ghar grahasti. Who says not, it is difficult, but you have to achieve also. That also is true, isn't it? One after the Upanishad, and that time we remember our grandson or somebody who has not done what we have to do. Many things in our life in this world. For the sake of spirituality, we have to do that nazarandaz. बट उससे वो तबाह हो जाएगा, अरे दैट इज ओके, अदर ये साधना तबाह हो रहा है ना फिर. In that way, in everybody's life around us, there are some problems, there are some issues, they themselves are problem. आप उसको अटेंड करते जाओ, 10 का 1000 जिंदगियां भी काफी नहीं होंगी. Then when will you do? बहुरी करोगे कब? When will we do the sadhana? Isn't it? One of the two thoughts for this are, this whole world has been like this only all the time. All beings have that own nature of their own. Accordingly, they behave. You and I, claiming to be spiritual seekers, ourselves could not mold our own vasanas or behaviors with so much information gathered. What to talk about those uninformed people? They behave according to their own स्वभाव nature only. You can't avoid that shit. बस उसको एक्सेप्ट करो, अपने आप को बचाओ. My son is like that. He's not like this from now. After being born to you, from million lives, he's like that. He needs many lives to transform. You can't do it just like that one life. हाँ, रोना नहीं होता नहीं हमारे हाथ में, हम ही कुछ नहीं बदल रहे. What change we brought in our last 10-15 years of association with the Guru and spirituality. शर्म आती है देखने से, कुछ नहीं हुआ और बिगड़ ही गए और ज्यादा. So with this knowledge, also doing our disciplined act, a responsible act of telling or whatever, beyond that आप छोड़ो बस. है ना, when you sow a seed ना, अब you can't have any everything in our control. है ना, that seed inside, that germination capacity क्या है, that water and salts from the earth, how much it is able to gather and come out as a paudha and all. With faith you can do intezar only, you can't command it. अपने हाथ से गया हो खत्म. You have sown it, you have watered it. Half that seed का अपना नेचर होता है, एबिलिटी इन हर कैपेसिटी. कोई तुरंत आएगा, कोई लेट आएगा, कोई जल्दी बड़ा होगा, कोई छोटा होगा, कोई बहुत फल देता है, कोई कम देता है. अब यू कांट कमेंड. In the same way, the people around us, we can't command ourselves what to talk about others. So, with these wisdoms, we have to slowly refrain ourselves. Finally, protect our Karna, make it is fit and available for the chosen sadhana. Chalo, let us see some quotations today. Om, Om, Om. Om Sahanavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsha Rishibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah. Om Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam Vishaje Bhavaroginam Gurave Sarvalokanam दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं भवता जनता सुहिता भविता निजबोधविचारणचारुमते कलयेश्वरजीवविवेकविदं भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणं ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधि साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्मविद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः श्री श्वेतश्वतरोपनिषदः आचार्येभ्यो अस्मिन् गुरुभ्यो नमः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपया उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोध सनातनधर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति शांति अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्धानां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थमनेक शास्त्र अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः शादिशंकर भाष्य समेत पारा अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे अतः श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषद श्री आद्यशंकर कृतमंगलाचरण ॐ नित्यानन्दं निराधारं निखिलाधारमव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहम् प्रथमोऽध्यायः शान्तिमन्त्रः ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 अथ सम्बन्धभाष्यम् there 20 around 22 quotations maybe how beautiful they were for me too there was great contentment that we could utter through our mouth such great statements of mahavakyas of so many upanishads and we even tried to dwell on that delve on that ponder over them it was a good exercise at that moment whether we did it later on or not, whether we had the capacity to retain it or not, whether we are serious deep seekers to revel always in that or not, whether we are committed to make that as our experience or not, ये सब तो gradually grow होने वाले maturities है in us after many lives. But the fact that we were in the class, we were chanting them, we were trying to ponder over their meaning itself is the achievement at that time. मैं तो इतना ही देखता हूँ हर दिन क्लास करते हैं वही बड़ा अचीवमेंट नॉलेज याद है कि नहीं उसको यूज किया कि नहीं ऑल दो दे आर नेसेसरी बट एट आवर प्रेजेंट कैपेसिटी एंड मेच्योरिटी लेवल दिस इज व्हाट वी कैन डू मिनिमम है ना इस तरह मैं अपने आप को संभालते जाता हूँ अदरवाइज गिरते जाएंगे वी आर स्टडिंग सो मेनी क्लास बट वेर इज द साधना वेर इज द अचीवमेंट बाबा इट्स एन एवोल्यूशन इट डजंट हैपन जस्ट लाइक दैट and not only that we are doing study of class but the other time of the thing we are still in the world only no where have we given up everything gone to an ashram sat there exclusively only for the sadhana to realize self वो दस जन्म के बाद होगा वो स्थिति तभी मिलेगा अनुभव but these are all steps towards that only isn't it it is better than that life where we are not studying the shastra at all उससे ये better है अब कोई पूछेगा कि पढ़ तो रहे हो साधना नहीं कर रहे उसे तुम पढ़ भी नहीं रहे हो यू जस्ट शट अप नथिंग टू आर्ग्यू आई नो वेयर डू आई स्टैंड आई नो व्हाट आई कैन डू आई नो आई विल डू दैट ओनली आई कांट गो बियॉन्ड माय ओन कैपेसिटी लेवल एंड ऑल तो क्लास में आकर बैठ के सुनना बोलना भी एक गुड अचीवमेंट if we can take out more interest give more time have more love for this sadhana oh फिर we are really achieving we are really lucky fellows मेरे ख्याल में ये सब lives of upasana to Bhagavan and Guru when their blessings come then only that total ruchi taste for spirituality after which We become exclusive only in doing that sadhana throughout the day, which alone gives us the experiences will come. ईश्वर कृपा ब्रह्म कृपा के बिना जैसे सत्संग में आकर बैठना असंभव था, उसी तरह बाकी. It doesn't mean we leave it to them. We also do our job of intellect. तो है दिमाग, फिर प्लान करो, डेली टाइम लगा उसके लिए, वो तो अपने को करना ही है. Yet the regularity needs sincerity. It is only the divine blessings come. Seek we have to them then. ऐसा नहीं कि भगवान को बात होता है तो हम कुछ नहीं करें, नहीं, कोशिश करते ही रहेंगे और प्रार्थना करें. देन द ग्रेस विल कम. कोशिश कभी नहीं छोड़ना, प्रयत्न प्रार्थना कभी नहीं छोड़ना. Result of prarthana, when the conveniences come, we have to involve in sadhana. Clear? So now remember the main sentence. Avidya nivrutti lakshanasya mokshasya vidya adhinatvat yujyate tadartha Upanishad arambha. देखो, अविद्या निवृत्ति लक्षण से मोक्ष से मीन्स अविद्या का निवृत्ति होते ही, होने के बाद ही मिलने वाला मोक्ष के लिए वो वाला चीज विद्या अधीनत्वात्. इट इज इन द अधीनता विद्या. That vidya gained, then only avidya goes, then only the bandhana goes and moksha comes. Therefore, yujyate, it is correct. It is very suitable here. What it is? Tadartha. For the sake of vidya prapti, to remove avidya and to remove bandhana. Tadartha vidya Upanishad arabhyate. Tadartha, for that sake, Upanishad is beginning. Because Upanishad's theme is only Brahma Vidya, to remove avidya and to remove the bandhana. Give us moksha. So we have seen all quotations. पढ़ लो आप कभी होमवर्क में, है ना. 2 मिनट मेरे को दे दो तो मैं खुद ही एंजॉय करता हूँ, मेरे लिए भी. सो अविद्या निवृत्ति लक्षण से मोक्ष से विद्याधीनत्वात् युज्यते च तदर्था उपनिषदारंभ तथा तद्विज्ञानात् अमृतत्वं तमेवं विद्वान् अमृतेह भवति नान्य पंथा विद्यते अयनाय न चेदिह वेदीन् महति विनष्टिः एतद्विदु अमृताः ते भवन्ति किमिच्छन् कस्य कामाय शरीरमनुसञ्ज्वरेतु तं विदित्वा न लिप्यते कर्मणा पापकेन तरति शोकम् आत्मवित् निचाय तत् मृत्युमुखात् प्रमुच्यते एतद्यो वेदनीदं गुहायां सो अविद्याग्रन्थिं विकिरति यः सौम्य विद्यते वृते ग्रन्थे छिद्यन्ते सर्वसंशयाः क्षीयन्ते चास्य कर्माणि तस्मिन् दुष्टे परावरे यथा नद्यः स्यन्दमाना समुद्रे हस्तं गच्छन्ति नामरूपे विहाय तथा विद्वान् नामरूपात् विमुक्तः परात्परं पुरुषमुपैति दिव्यं स यो ह वै तत्परमं ब्रह्म वेद ब्रह्मैव भवति स यो ह वै तत् अच्छायम अशरीरम अलोहितम शुभ्रम अक्षरमेदयते यस्तु सौम्य स सर्वम अवैति तम वेद्यम पुरुषम वेद यथा मावो मृत्यु परिव्यथाः तत्र को मोहः कः शोकः एकत्वमनुपश्यतः विद्यया अमृतमश्नुते भूतेषु भूतेषु विचित्य धीराः प्रेत्य अस्मात् लोकात् अमृता भवन्ति अपहत्य पाप्मानम् अनन्ते स्वर्गे लोके जये प्रतितिष्ठति तन्मयाः अमृता वै बभूवुः तद्वात्मतत्त्वं प्रसमीक्ष्य देहि एकः कृतार्थो भवते वीतशोकः य एतद्विदुः अमृताः ते भवन्ति ईशं तं ज्ञात्वा अमृता भवन्ति तदेव उपयन्ति निचाय इमां शान्तिमत्यन्तमेति तमेवं ज्ञात्वा मृत्युपाशान्श्चिनत्ति ये पूर्वं देवाः ऋषयश्च तं विदुः तेषां शान्तिः शाश्वती न इतरेषाम्. Up to this we have seen. पढ़ने में 5 मिनट, but one by one we took up for our study. That was a good journey, enjoyable. Same thing for some more time through the quotations of Bhagavad Gita ji. First Gita chapter 2, 50th sloka. Buddhi yukto jahatiha ubhe sukruta dushkrute. Then comes tasma. तस्मात् योगाय युज्यस्व योगः कर्मसु कौशलम् कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ताय फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः जन्मबन्ध विनिर्मुक्ताः पदं गच्छन्ति अनामयम्. A very steady, systematic, step by step evolution is indicated in those shlokas by Bhagavan Krishna. Here, Adi Shankar Bhagavan is quoting only this one. Buddhi yukta jahati ube sukruta dukrute. Dushkrute. So buddhi yukta means the one whose buddhi is totally yoked and merged in the Paramatma Tattva. Because that is the subject we are discussing. Buddhi yukta jahati iha. Jahati, he gives up here only while being alive. What are the things he will give up? Ube sukruta dushkrute. Both sukruta and dushkrita and their phala of sukha and dukkha. Because sukha dukkha, they are only at the mind level. Sukruti dushkruti is the karma done with the intellect, with the senses and body. Our goal is to reach to the permanent self Atman bliss. We can't be caught up at this Sukruta Dushkruta level. Therefore, Buddhi Yukta means the one whose Buddhi is very Yukta, steadfast in the contemplation of the self and going nearer and nearer to that. The consequence of it as well as the effort to be put to add to it is what? Same thing. What it is? Ube Sukra Dushkrute Jahati. छूट जाएगा छोड़ना पड़ता है अगेन छूट जाएगा छोड़ना पड़ता है व्हाट बोथ सुकृत दुष्कृत बेटर देन दुष्कृति इज सुकृति पाप से पुण्य बढ़िया है धर्म से धर्म बट द गोल इज परमात्मा फॉर दैट यू हैव टू गो अन्यत्र धर्मात् अन्यत्र अधर्मात् सर्व धर्मान परित्यज्य वी हैव टू गो टू सो टू पुण्य आल्सो वी हैव टू ट्रांसेंड पुण्य गिव्स द तात्कालिक फल ऑफ द स्वर्ग आदि व्हिच आर नॉट आवर गोल Therefore, the one जिसका दिल दिमाग spiritual तत्व में लग गया, as much he gives up the दुष्कृति or papa, so much he gives up the sukruti also. Isn't it in our maturity of life, if it has come to some of you lucky people? You can see earlier out of selfishness, we have to shout with the people, fight with them and all. But some wisdom has come by God's grace. We stopped that selfish act of shouting at them or demanding from them, then came to the next level. Beautiful. We only have become concerned for them, loving them, inquiring about them, helping them. Good achievement. But little later matured stage में उसको जरूरत है तो आएगा मैं कर सकता हूँ करूँगा तो I need not even worry in that person. This is a real maturity. You don't even feel like because that is not part of sadhana. वो लेवल पार हो चुका है. This was the stage where our spiritual seekers were there. Every time they are there during the freedom struggle. And to them, when this freedom struggling people went and asked them, "You come and join our this struggle." They said, "We can't," because their mind has reached to that level of seeking the inner self, after which they can't give value to this. Exactly that's what we are studying from last 56 days. Bhagavan Rama's Lakshanas. When he has soaked his mind in something permanent, all the temporary cannot enchant. This is the meaning of Ube Sukruta Dushkrute Jahati. You don't feel like talking to people, loving them, telling them even some wisdom, giving the ideas. अरे भैया मुझे अपने पहले आत्मकल्याण करनी है. I have to do my sadhana first. Why should I take initiative? If the Lord wants, He will make them come to me, then I will do it. I took initiative and helped them. That was one stage. That is lower only. Now my goal is inner. बुद्धि युक्त हो गया मैं. मेरा बुद्धि हमेशा परमात्मा को पाने में युक्त है. Then सुकृत दुष्कृत where it is? They are all temporary karma leading to temporary result. I can't attend to them. Okay, this is the gross meaning, direct meaning, sadhana level wali meaning. But siddhi level wali meaning is what? Buddhi yukta means the one who is deeply contemplating and recognize the self. That's the meaning of buddhi yukta. Here jahati means transcends totally, gives up. Sukrita dushkrita means the entire punya papa Cause of it is Ajnana and Vasana. All of that they transcend. And that Vasanas, Ajnana, the Sukrata Dushkruta was a cause of Janma Marana Rupi Samsara. Therefore, by saying Ube Sukrita Dushkrute Jakshahati, it is indicated that he crosses samsara. By saying Buddhi Yukta, it is said that he is totally into the experience of the self through meditation. हमको थोड़ा उसमें डीप में जाकर समझना है. बुद्धि युक्त मतलब जो आत्मज्ञानी हो गया है. सुकृत दुष्कृत देहात मीन्स संसार से पार हो गए. Which was said in the Upanishadic mantras more distinctly and vividly and clearly. Before seeing or saying this main definition, we have given a practical outer definition. That the one जिसको परमात्मा का चस्का लग गया, सुकृत दुष्कृत दोनों वो छोड़ेगा, छोड़ना पड़ेगा, छूट जाता है वो. Agree, the Mahatmas who are seated in the caves and meditating on the truth, they are not worried ki how to help economic growth of the country or all of that. They pray for it. The Lord chooses, they themselves may come big revivalist and all. वो अगर ईश्वर चाहे तो स्वयं का प्रयत्न नहीं होता, भगवान चाहे तो होता है. स्वयं का प्रयत्न परमात्मा. दैट्स द मीनिंग ऑफ अनन्या चिंतयन्त माम पर्युपासते नित्याभियुक्तानाम. अनन्य चिंता से मेरा ही परि उपासना कर रहे, वो भी नित्य. Not 1 or 2 hours which we discussed in our introduction today. That is to begin with. सुबह 2 घंटा हमने कहा, but after that नित्य होना चाहिए. A time should come in our this life only that 24 घंटे हम उसी पे लगे. अनन्या चिंतयन्त माम पर्युपासते नित्याभियुक्तानाम. That is expected out of us. In that case, where is Sukrita, Dukruta, Dushkruta? At higher level, that spiritual sadhana which we are doing itself is a real Sukruta for us and for the society also. Today I gave up the Punya Karma to be done to the society and involved in my sadhana and realize myself, I will be the great help to the society. My Tapas Shakti, all of them will be helping the society. Therefore, Sukruta Dushkrute Ube Jahati. So both sadhana level meaning we said, अनुभूति लेवल meaning also we saw. साधना लेवल में सुकृत दुष्कृत को छोड़कर बुद्धि को परमात्मा में लगाओ. सिद्धि लेवल also same. You have merged in the Paramatma, then there is nothing other than you are the world or the beings doing Sukruti or Dushkruti for them. You have gone beyond it. Like Puja Gurudev, did he do the Punya to the people or did he do the Baba? He did only Shastra Jnana Prachara. It is beyond both Punya Papa. He is not worried about it. Such level is transcended long back. Brahma Vidya, I am doing Prachara. Na Sukrute, na Dushkrute. Sukrute means doing Upasana, Yajna for society, totality and giving the phala of it to the whole world. That is called as Sukrute. He is not involved in them. शास्त्र ज्ञान बांटते गए. मैं भी कराऊं गली गली राम नाम के हीरे मोती. This is the quote today. Chant करो फिर 11 times. बुद्धि युक्तो जहाति उभे सुकृत दुष्कृते. 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 Feel clear about the meaning of Buddhi Yukta. The one is Buddhi, is totally in deep sadhana meditation. Jahati Sukruta Dushkrute is not interested in Dushkruti as well as Sukruti. Sukruti also is Dushkruti for him. See the two extremes. When we are utterly worldly, materialistic people, that time Dushkruti also is Sukruti. We feel like it and we do that. But when we have evolved to be the spiritual seekers, at that time Sukruti also Dushkruti only. Like at the time of giving of Artha Kama, how much important was Dharma. But when we have to seek the moksha, then the dharma also has to be given up like the artha kama. That is why sarva dharman परित्यज्य मामेकम शरणम व्रज. वो necessary होता है. We can't get caught up in dharma, papa, punya. We have to become deep in our contemplation to go beyond all this स्थूल जगत सूक्ष्म जगत कारण जगत. क्लिक होएगा वो सुनते सुनते. It will click to all of us, no doubt. Now next one, same Bhagavan says in the chapter 2, next shloka only, Karmajam buddhi yukta hi phalam tyaktva manishinah janma bandha vinirmuktaha padam gacchantya namayam. Manishinah, जिनका मनीषा खुल गया. This manisha of this Vedanta is tat jayat pragnalokaha in the yoga bhasha. मनीषा मतलब जिनकी मन के ऊपर ईशत हो गया उनका. And then that manisha means the intuitive knowledge has come to them, sublime knowledge has come to them, prajna aloka has opened for them, because of which in the yoga bhasha, after prajna aloka you are able to do sampragnata samadhi, then paravairagya, asampragnata yoga, etc. In the general life or vedanta mein, manisha means we are able to think, at least to begin with, as to what is permanent, what is to be sought, where is it, how to get it. So too, the involvements of today are not so worthy, not fit for me. This type of opening up, it's called manisha. अभी हमको नहीं हुआ. By listening to our classes regularly, we are trying to open it up. अगर वो खुल जाता है तो we'll not be doing all these classes. We just give up everything and sit or meditation, or at least in the other period of the day. हमारा खुला है नहीं अभी मनीषा. We are still in the world as worldly pakka. Other than these 2 hours of class, our mind is full of samsar only. जिनका मनीषा होता है, as we just now saw in introduction, nothing else other than Paramatma pursuit. Okay. So, Manishinaha, what happens to them? Buddhi yuktaha. Okay. Sorry. Karamajam buddhi yuktahi phalam tektva manishinaha. Buddhi yuktaha manishinaha. The wise, intelligent people whose heart is now soaked with, filled with only the spiritual pursuit. First of all, they want to do Sukruta Dushkruta, as it was told in the earlier slok. Therefore, the phala of the Sukruta Dushkruti in the future is anyway cancelled. But in the past, they have done lot of Sukruta Dushkruta. अब उसका फल तो प्रेजेंट में आता ही रहेगा till it is over. That is why karmajam phalam tyaktva. Karmajam phalam tyaktva is of the past. It comes in the present as the phala in the form of sukha dukkha. We have seen one of the text yesterday, Ramji ke usme. So the literal meaning of shloka is what? Karmajam buddhi yukta hi phalam tyaktva manishinaha janma bandha vinirmuktaha padam gachanti anamayam. Beautiful shloka it is. Manishinaha buddhi yukta manishinaha karmajam phalam tyaktva. Okay, the wise people with high intelligence, having given up the karma phala. At the grosser level, having given up the karma phala means in the past, whatever the karmas are done, uska phal in the present it comes. They don't go for it. They don't value it. That is the meaning of karmajam phalam tyakta. Subtler level meaning is what? Sadhana also is a karma. So this sadhana ka karma ka phala they don't worry about. Because in Vedantic sadhana, there's no karma phala, something. Then whatever the obstructions are there, they are removed so that ever eternally already existing self is realized. That way आत्मा ज्ञान आत्मानुभूति फल नहीं होता. फल का अर्थ क्या है? That which was not there, it is created. That is a phala. Like on a tree, fruit is not there, it came. That is a phala. But I am the self already, no. It is only to be known. Therefore, it is not the phala. Therefore, they do the phalatyaga. Means they don't expect something extra to happen. Rather, whatever wrong thing happened, that is removed. Because after which we realize our actual self. That's it. That is the subtler meaning of karmajam phalam tyaktva means sadhana karmajam phalam tyaktva in the present. Past किया हुआ कर्म का फल present में आएगा. That phala also you are not interested. Not interested means what? They have to go through, especially the papa karma ka phala in the form of insults and all. Punya phala you can give to someone. Papa phala you have to go through. So tyaktva means what? They just witness it. I might have done some papa, so people are insulting me. Chalo, theek hai. You will not react to that. That's the meaning of past done karmajam phalam tyaktva in the present. दुष्कर्म का हमने बोला, सत्कर्म का भी बोला. हाँ चलो रुपए आ गए, somebody gave, चलो उसको दे देते हैं, let them use. कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः. Then only this will happen. When we give up karma phala, etc., janma bandha vinirmuktaha. They will be freed from the bondage of janma. So this is a speciality of this quotation. In the Upanishad quotations, Mrutyam Tirtha, Amruto Bhavati told. That is the last of the modification. So here the first of the modification, Janma. Janma hua to hi, slowly we grow and become old, senile, and then Mruti comes to us. So by saying there, Amrita Bhavanti, Mrutyam Dharati, right from Janma up to Mrityu, all modifications which are necessarily happening on the Upadhis will not touch him because he realizes self in which these modifications, Vikara, are not there. Here also, Janma Bandha Vinimukta means Janma is the first Bandhana. वहां से लेकर मृत्यु तक द फाइनल वाला. सो जन्म जरा रोग मृत्यु और जायते वर्धते विपरिणमते अवक्षयते विनश्यति. फ्रॉम दैट बंध ही इज फ्रीड फ्रॉम. जन्म बंध से विमुक्त. जन्म फर्स्ट वाला, मृत्यु आखिरी वाला. Same said. There the last one said we have to add the first onwards. Here the first one said we have to add everything including the last one. Janma bandha vinmukta. Then positive note में padam gachanti anamayam. They reach to the amaya rahita sthiti. Amaya is disease. And the final disease is ignorance only. Na? So anamaya means the ignorance name disease rahita, healthy experience of the Atma Pada, they gachanti, they reach. Powerful sloka this one is. कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः जन्मबन्धविनिर्मुक्ताः पदं गच्छन्ति अनामयम्. So the Manishi focusing his chitta on Paramatma, for the earlier karma done phala in the present whatever they come, he will not associate himself with them. Even for this sadhana also, any laukika phala he doesn't do any expectation. Then only he will reach to the Anamaya Pada where Janma Bandha Vinirmukti happens. The other ways, Janma Bandha Vinirmukta means Janma Rupi and other Rupi, Bandhan ka Karana Rupi, Ajnana se Vimukta hokar, beyond that Ajnana, the Anamaya Pada, the diseaseless state of self jo hai, that they realize. Or they realize of Paramatma, having seen it when they look back, the Janma Bandha is already removed. Because they are all because ignorance. In the Vidya of the Atman, the Avidya goes away. Avidya only leads to Janma Bandha. So when the Avidya is not there, where there will be Janma Bandha? It will add. आइडिया भी यही है. ये दो श्लोक में पिछले 25-30 उपनिषद कोटों में जो पर्पस था, सेम इज हियर आल्सो. That only when we recognize the self, कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः Janmabandha Vinmuktaha Padam Gachanti Namayam. Only the ones who reach to the Atma Tattva, all Janmabandhana, they all transcend. That is the idea. Here, बुद्धि युक्ता word is already ऊपर explain किया, उसका continuation ही है. बुद्धि युक्ता जहाति है उभय सुकृत दुष्कृत्य. So the one whose buddhi lag gayo Paramatma में, he will give all sukrata dushkriti. That was said in the earlier quotation. Here also, Janmabandha Vinmukta, when it is continued for a long time, the avidya janita karma janita phala, they all go away. Then anamaya pada, the tensionless, worryless, diseaseless, regretless, dukkhaless, limitationless, blissful state he will reach. This is what it is. Okay, we'll stop here. फास्ट 2 मिनट में पढ़ लो. कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः जन्मबन्धविनिर्मुक्ताः पदं गच्छन्ति नामयम्. कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः जन्मबन्धविनिर्मुक्ताः पदं गच्छन्ति नामयम्. कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः जन्मबन्धविनिर्मुक्ताः पदं गच्छन्ति नामयम्. कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः जन्मबन्धविनिर्मुक्ताः पदं गच्छन्ति नामयम्. कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ताय फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः जन्मबन्धविमुक्ताः पदं गच्छन्ति नामयम्. कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ताय फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः जन्मबन्धविमुक्ताः पदं गच्छन्ति नामयम्. कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ताय फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः जन्मबन्धविमुक्ताः पदं गच्छन्ति नामयम्. कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ताय फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः जन्मबन्धविमुक्ताः पदं गच्छन्ति नामयम्. कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ताय फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः जन्मबन्धविमुक्ताः पदं गच्छन्ति नामयम्. कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ताय फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः जन्मबन्धविमुक्ताः पदं गच्छन्ति नामयम्. कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ताय फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः जन्मबन्धविमुक्ताः पदं गच्छन्ति नामयम्. कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ताय फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः जन्मबन्धविमुक्ताः पदं गच्छन्ति अनामयम्. ओम 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 पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो परमर्षिभ्यो परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे ओम तत्सत्. ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. आज तो समरी भी हुआ, some introductory thought, and 2 quotes we could see. Okay, friends, take care.